Sports. And the focus of this one is on Odell Beckham Jr. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Bears and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Now the rookie fourth-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass.
And right away, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself in a terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Being chased out left. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The big story all week, Texans coach Lovie Smith making his return to Chicago. Lovie, of course, the coach of the Bears from 2004 to 2012, and he was at the helm when the Bears won that NFC title in 2006. Wound up 81-63 during his tenure here in the Windy City. Then he would have that pit stop down in Tampa and then come back to the state of Illinois as the head coach of the Fighting Illini in the Big Ten before returning to the National Football League. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments. Every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Mills. And that is incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass. You want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and it's David Montgomery who is struggling a bit. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On play action, Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. To the air again, Fields. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 4th down, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all total. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kick it off at 8:15 Eastern. From the 39, Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. They go play action. Mills. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mills. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down. And they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. From the 50, here's Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Fields. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bears are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Fields. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
From the 27, Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 and the 13-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack there by Rasheem Green. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
Ooh. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Takes it at the 7. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are pouring it on. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Give left side for Pierce. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Mills now. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Mills. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, 39 yards. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Dameon Pierce capped things off with a touchdown grab. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Onto the field now come the Bears. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a throw right sideline is complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Fields. That man again, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Khalil Herbert. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears just continue to roll. Santos with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, Charles, now we take a look here at their 2022 draft class. No first-round pick for them this year, but it seems like they're able to overlook that, at least in talking to them, with the type of upside that they found on days 2 and 3.
Yeah, you're right about that. No first-round pick, maybe. But there was a point where their top selection did have his name thrown out there as a possible first-rounder. So now, as you described, they're hoping they can develop those traits and get a couple of difference makers out of the middle rounds.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
Back to throw. Fields.
It's caught by OBJ. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today when you're in that zone.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Golden, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Mills now looks to throw on first down.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Mills.
And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the fifth time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
To try again after the sack. Mills throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15.
Mills to throw it.
He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
There he goes left side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Taken in at the 3.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Houston's offense taking over again. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Okay, fucking try me, nigga.
And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
On play action, Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
On first down, it's Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed. And we'll get a review on this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Mills.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, Mills.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw, Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
One last shot from Mills.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.